Hello, everyone. Welcome to the course. This is Anthropology 2200, an intro to physical anthropology, something that I'm really passionate about and really enjoy teaching. This is actually my first time teaching an online course, so we'll see how this goes. I'm really excited to get started with you all today and this week. So let's dig right into it. I'll probably say that. So my name is Alex Wilkins. My full name is Mary Alexandra, so if you ever see anything official on your SEIs that says Mary, that's me. I've had some students comment on that in the past, but you can just all call me Alex. I'm a graduate student here at Ohio State University in the Anthropology department. I just finished my master's in the spring, and I'm continuing on to the PhD program in the fall. My specific area of interest is in primatology, nutritional primatology. So I do field work in Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, and West Africa in the Thai forest. I work with African monkeys. So you'll probably notice me start to get really excited when we get to our primates unit. But hopefully I'm excited for everything. I just happen to really love primates. I know a lot about them. So that'll be really fun. I've already started reading some of y'all's discussion posts and starting to get to know you, but before we go any further, let's just, I thought it might be a good idea to go through the syllabus, just so we're all kind of on the same page, and I have it right here. So hopefully by now you've all gotten your textbook. Really the only required textbook is the lab manual, and you can get it online. You can also get the physical copy, so if you have that, that's okay. It's just cheaper to get the manual, the online version, the ebook. So obviously this is Intro to Physical Anthropology. Some of you might have already taken cultural anthropology classes or archaeology classes, but we are going to focus mostly on the bio side or the biocultural side. So there's three major parts to this course, 3 units, and we're going to spend 2 weeks on each unit. So our first unit is kind of like evolution, genetics, that sort of stuff. Second unit is all about primates, and the third unit is human evolution. So each of those is going to take 2 weeks, and so it'll go by pretty fast, actually, but that's okay. That'll be awesome. So first of all, you can always email me. My email's in the syllabus. It's wilkins.250. That's my dot number. You can contact me on Carmen. So the way that I'm going to be contacting you guys is through announcements. So that's the easiest way for me to email or to get in touch with all of you all at the same time. So please be checking your announcements at least daily. This is a quick course, so you'll probably get a couple of announcements a day. But as long as you're staying in and staying up to date, that'll be fine. I'm really accessible through email. And if you want to set up a time to meet me, you can just email me. We can set up a time for you to come see my office hours. So you will need, for this class, you'll need, obviously, internet access. And then for the exams, you'll need Respondus Lockdown Browser. And you'll have to actually physically download that to take your exams through Canvas. And I put the link to download it in our most recent announcement. So you can get it there. You can check in there. I will post PowerPoints to the content, like week 1 content, week 2 content, and in order to actually access the audio files that I've downloaded or that I've recorded with those, you'll need to actually download the PowerPoints, and they are actually so large that I'm already running out of space on this Canvas course, so we're going to play it by ear, see how that goes. I might need to change the format or change something, but we'll get there. So I think that's all of the major overview stuff. As far as what is expected of you guys, there's a lot of different things that are all kind of due at different times. So here is just the whole layout. I'm just going to go through what it says on the syllabus. So this is page 4 of your syllabus if you're following along. So every week there's going to be a discussion post, and you might have already done one, and that's fantastic. But they're not going to be due until Friday evening, Friday right before midnight, each week. And the discussion, the answers to the discussion or your actual post is worth 2 points. And then you'll also need to do a response, and those responses are due Sunday evening every week. And those responses are going to be worth 2 points. And I usually just grade those on if you did them on time, so not necessarily based on content or anything like that. It's just kind of a completion grade. And those are going to be worth 15% of your overall grade. The second part of your grade is the actual labs. And you can access those labs on the modules or on your assignments also. And those are going to be due 2 times a week. So we'll have 2 every week. And those are going to be due, so the first week is a little bit different, but usually the first lab will be due on Tuesday evening, and the second lab will be due on Friday, except for this first week. They're both due on Friday because obviously today is Tuesday, and that doesn't give you really enough time. So this week they're both due on Friday, but for the rest of the weeks, one due Tuesday and the second one due Friday. Now, the other part of labs is your pre-lab quizzes. And so that's worth 10% of your overall grade as well. And you'll have to do the pre-lab quiz actually before you take your labs. So there's no set date that you need to do your pre-lab quizzes by, but obviously you'll have to do it before midnight on Tuesday, before midnight on Friday. So hopefully that makes sense. And then finally, your last graded portion of this class is your exams. And there'll be 3 exams, and they're all going to make up 65% of your grade. So this is a very exam-heavy course. I like to do Respondus Lockdown Browser. Well, I'm required to do Respondus Lockdown Browser by the department. So if you have any trouble downloading that, just let me know. And we'll sort through that. But you will need it to actually take the exams. It's required through Canvas. So how the exams are going to work is that I'm going to open them up on Monday, and they will be due on Sunday of the last week of the unit. So each unit is 2 weeks. So essentially that every exam is going to be open for a whole week before it's due. Does that make sense? Well, I guess you can't answer me, but hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, just email me and we can set up a time to chat. If not even in person, we can Skype or something like that. So that's no problem. Hopefully it's clear on your syllabus when everything's open, when everything's due. I know it's a lot to keep track of, but hopefully that makes sense. Grade breakdowns are on your syllabus, and my syllabus has a lot of notes on it because I'm keeping track of it. But essentially, you'll just want to view the posted lecture topics for each week, and then continue on with all of the assignments that are due for you or expected of you that week. If you are following along in your syllabus, you can see the textbook chapters. Those textbook chapters are corresponding to the recommended text, the Our Origins by Clark Larson, and that's not a required book. I didn't require it because it's such a quick class, and it's just unreasonable for me to expect you to read 3 chapters in a week. But if you do have it and you do want to follow along, then those are the Our Origins chapters, not the manual chapters. So I think that's all that I really wanted to cover. The most important part of it is be checking your announcements and just make sure you're following along with the syllabus. You'll need to download the PowerPoints to hear the audio files. I'll continue to kind of upload them as I finish with them. And I am really looking forward to meeting all of you. So let me know if you have any questions, and we'll be in touch. Good luck. Have fun.